Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good afternoon. I do not know why my taskbar is showing. Please hold. That did not fix it. I don't understand. It's not showing for me, but it's showing for you. I don't understand. Let me alt tab into video or something. Hello? Hello? I've alt tabbed 6 times. I don't know why it's doing that. Hang on, we'll try this. Nope, that didn't work either. Okay, already scuffed. Scuffed immediately. You can see what time zone I'm in. Oh no. You can also see that I have a ton of things open for whatever reason. I don't have an answer as to why that's happening. Maybe I try this. Please hold. Nothing has changed. Okay, there it goes. I don't know why that was doing that. Weird. Hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. Starting the day absolutely scuffed. I have been autopathing on a T8 horse, so I don't know where I am. I think we could just like rush off to Fogan's though. I think that's the plan for today. At least until we can finish the potion piece. Not really sure. We'll see. Oh, okay. Deep breaths. Hello, Oppressy. Good afternoon. Bratuna, hello. What's the plan? You must have missed like late stream yesterday. We did a little bit of overtime, too much overtime in fact, where we were grinding Ash Forests. And it was like way more doable than I expected. There's potential there. So it's something I'm going to look into. We're going to shift the plan to push toward a build that maybe could work and really like accelerate. Really accelerate. It should work. Maybe. It was scuffed though? Yeah, but if we add a little bit more accuracy, so the plan is to increase our accuracy by an amount that increases our damage by like 40%, and then also get more AP to then increase our damage even farther. And then we should be able to kill them pretty okay. It'll still be scuffed. I won't be like meeting Garmoth stuff, but we'll be able to grind it. Even if it's slow, it'll probably be more efficient than getting all of the gear, getting like 700 gear score and then going. I don't know. Worst case, that's all stuff that we want to get anyway, so we'll just end up like detouring a little bit. I don't think that's that big of a deal. If it ends up not working out by the end. We gotta recover our horse actually. That was not the recover function. We'll go switch to Awakening since it's so comfortable. Do an Ironman as well on SA, but been so unlucky with Remnant of the Rift. Yeah, my first Ironman took 8 months to get my first Remnant. It was pretty bad. They're quite rare. They have doubled the drop rate of them though. So that's something to look forward to. They are twice the drop rate that they were. And if it could be done before 700 gear score? Probably, yeah. I don't think the plan was ever to get technically to 700 gear score, but it was to get, you know, decent-ish gear. I think I was thinking like 289, 401 or something, somewhere in there. But it could happen at like 550. So, you know, hard to say. It'll take some more testing. Definitely will take some more testing. I wonder if I can like modify, I don't know, it'd be kind of hard to modify my main account's gear to be equivalent to the tests. Because like the accuracy would be hard to match, I think. Yeah. So that's the plan. The plan is to change the things that we're working on to other things that I had planned to go for anyway. And see how that applies to Ash Forest. Is this a dark brown camel? It is. It is indeed a dark brown camel. Tongue guide rings might be good for you then? No. Tongue guide rings are terrible. I will never run tongue guide rings. Never. And I don't think anyone should run tongue guide rings. They're the worst earring in the game by far. Okay, yeah. How'd you end up choosing Ranger for this challenge? Ranger was a class that I had never played before, but I was interested in. It has a playstyle that seems pretty interesting to me. So I wanted to try it out. That's basically it. It was not the best choice for the challenge. If I wanted to approach the challenge in, I guess, a strong way, I would have chosen a different class. But the idea was to have fun on something. And so far it's been a good time. Really squishy though. In all situations, it's just far more squishy than basically anything else. Don't know how to get it from the seals. The I think the Imperial training seals right there. Deep brown camel. 15 trading seals. Easy camel, just like that. I need to get a saddle for my camel because it has quick steps. I'd have to train quick steps, of course, but if we get a saddle and we train quick steps, it'll be a fast boy. It's not that hard. It's basically 2 horses. Imperial 2 horses, I think. Hello, Aaron. Good morning. It's probably, let me guess what time it is for you. I think you're probably 8 hours ahead of me. So it's probably just before midnight. What's the build then? It will be, so the current plan is to get a Tet Disto, get a Tri Leighton, get a Tet Black Star main hand, and then get the accuracy artifacts with 4 of the marked lightstones for extra accuracy. And that will near double our damage at Ash Forest. And I can already kill mobs at Ash Forest. And then, so that'll put us at 265 and increase our accuracy by a good amount. And we'll go feel it out. But the Disto is something I'd run anyway. The Leighton is something I'd upgrade anyway. The Black Star is something I get to Tet anyway. So we're not like hurting ourselves if it doesn't work. Because in the long run, I'll end up with that stuff anyway. But we're going to make a slight shift. So we'll finish off the tier 3 potion. Then we'll go for the Tet Black Star. Then we'll go for the Disto. And then we'll go to Kertuga to work on the Leighton and also the artifacts. And hopefully that won't be too bad. Getting 4 of a very specific lightstone is going to be a pain probably. But it is what it is. What are you going to do? And then at that point we'll try Ash Forest. And then I also have to modify my add-ons a little bit. But that's a few memory fragments. It's not a big deal. Do another 13 hours devours and nothing. Brother, it's time to contact PA support and ask them if your game is bugged. It's time, I think. Got chanced on the hardcore like 5 times in a row. What the heck? What are you doing, man? You got to, I don't know. I don't know how you fix that problem. Slayer. It do be like that. I got to 46 Hunter, but I haven't started doing rumors yet. I haven't started doing anything yet. We just got 46 Hunter this morning. Superior Gargoyle, they tackled range and melee. That's max hit was 28, so it's chilling at 37 HP trying to finish it off. Things are wrong, its max hit is 38. What the heck? Could have lost it right there to a Superior Gargoyle. That would have been tragic. Chuck the Tet Kudum attempt. There's no point in attempting a Tet Kudum. I have a Tri Blackstar. If I hit it, it would just be completely a waste of a sharp. I was looking to devour it, and on an 88 stack, a Tri Kudum only gives you +1. So that's also pointless. No imbued heart, tragic. Next time. Okay, today needs to go better than yesterday. Yesterday we spent 2 hours for 2 Atanis. We're not having that today. That's not happening today. I can't afford a tent buff, but we'll gloss over that unfortunate fact. Today we're getting more Atanis. Alright, let's just roll, I guess. Just a loot scroll in Arsha. Can't even afford a tent buff. We're broke. We are poor players. Lily Slayer takes about 30 minutes of XP on average. Not expecting on the hardcore. Well, to be fair, it takes 25,000 laps of Sears Village to get the pet. And I got it at 65 agility on the hardcore, so like, you never really know. Watch you through squadron reactions. How's the progress? Pretty good, man. We are coming right along. I have a theoretical plan to start doing Ash Forest. It'll still be a while to get everything that we need, but there's a plan in place. We just have to execute now. How'd you put everyone on Agile? Right click. Right click and it changes all of them. Get my deals up. Got the imbued heart spooned on the main. Rip. Even less likely on the hardcore then. What are you gonna do? Morning from SCA. How's it going? Going pretty good. Hello, Aether. We're gonna get more than 2 Atanis today. It's gonna happen. Also, if we can get enough money, we should be able to get our Tet bags today. Silver's gonna be a problem though. We might have to go catch some horses or something for the end of the stream. Just to push that. My favoriteest content ever. Also, how many... 25 is the guarantee for Tet Blackstar. And I believe it's 541 crons. So let's break out the old calculator. 541 times 25, times that by 3 mil. We're looking at a maximum of 40.5 billion silver to get the Black Star to 10. It should go before that, but it could cost that much money. It could be 4 weeks of catching horses for 8 hours a day. What's your opinion on the new weapons? I think they're toxic for the player base. I hate them. I think the implementation was absolutely ridiculous. It's like a pyramid enhancement scheme, and the player base already has like such a terrible relationship with the enhancing in the game. I honestly think it's just a way for them to keep making money off of crons. People will keep buying costumes for crons because they're back on the gear treadmill now. I think they're a scam. I think 10 enhancement levels at 3,000 crons apiece with such high pity rates for 15 total AP is the most absurd thing I've ever seen. They are completely irrelevant, and you actually just don't even need to run them. And if I was playing a main account, I wouldn't touch them at all. I would stick with the Pen Black Star. It doesn't feel like PA trying to design something to keep the players moving toward gear and to keep things to do in the game. It feels like a cash grab. And when your main hand weapons feel like a cash grab, it makes me not want to play the game, to be honest. I'm just incredibly disappointed with PA as a company right now, so it's hard for me to have a positive outlook on things that they've decided and changed. And this is just another example, right? Feels like a cash grab, looks like a cash grab, might be a cash grab, yeah. I think what that means, though, is that Crimson Desert is probably not that far from release. And I think that PA has convinced themselves that Crimson Desert will take over as their cash cow. The problem is that it's not a live service game, and they don't seem to understand that there's only so much interest in single player games, and certainly not long term. So Wukong game went nuts in China, to be fair. It also kind of went nuts, like, in the US. People seem to like it, I don't know. But the problem is like, in a month from now, the player base will be half. In another month, it'll be like an eighth. You know what I mean? That's how the games work. There's no, like, consistent player base to milk money out of, like an MMO has. So now Crimson Desert doesn't perform well, then they're in huge trouble. It will not sustain their needs. It's not possible for it to. Unless it's actually an MMO and they just didn't bother telling anybody and have been lying about it the whole time, then it doesn't stand a chance at solving their long-term success. .94% of players are Chinese, a peak of its play count. That's really interesting. Pretty interesting metric. It's like all over the internet, so I figured it was popular. I don't know. I guess it's not that popular. I was interested in Wukong like 8 years ago when the first trailer was shown for it. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I might have to try that. But over the years, I'm just like, don't care. I'd say it's too popular in UNA, but from what I've heard, it's not a bad game. Yeah, I guess it's just not good enough, right? It's similar to, like, Dark Souls, right? So, like, and it's been in development for such a long time. So, I don't know. It's hard to compete with Elden Ring. Somewhat of a Souls-like, interesting. Well, good luck to him. I'm not particularly interested myself, but good luck to him. Hey, Destiny Hope. Good evening. It's going pretty good. We're just working on finishing up the potion, and then we will be off to work on our main hand black starter tech as we work toward our new plan for getting to Ash Forest early. Look at the hype over it. Looks like a copy of Elden Ring. It started development before Elden Ring started development. And it's just taken that long for them to make. It started development before the last 2 expansions of Dark Souls 3, I believe. That's how long it's been in development. It's so crazy. Unreal Engine 5 is hyped for first trailer. Unreal Engine 5 is crazy, man. Such an advancement in gaming. What game? The Black Myth Wukong thing that just came out recently. Any opinion on Ashes of Creation? I used to be hopeful for Ashes of Creation. It's designed by a gamer to make a good game that he likes and stuff like that. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. And then a couple years into development, they launched a $500 alpha access pack that gives you access to the 6 minutes of gameplay they have in their alpha, and it costs $500, and I lost all hope for Ashes of Creation after that. So I have no interest in it. I'm not going to say I won't try it, because like whenever it comes out years from now, maybe my opinion will have changed, or maybe it'll be really good, I don't know. But currently, not at all interested. Like PUBG all over again, or the Chinese market get their claws in something and player catches spikes? Yeah, totally fair. Maybe PA is hoping that BDO will become that next spike. The only problem, though, is that the majority of the Chinese market has like limited playtime, and BDO is not a game that respects your time even slightly, so I'm concerned that it will not do as well as they hope. Hopefully I'm wrong, though, and good luck to him, you know? Tried the new Dekia spot yet? No, I don't play the main account anymore. There was a glimmer of hope for future content that I had after the Heidel Ball, but my interest has already been lost. My faith in PA as a company is like non-existent, so I don't believe that they will A, launch the content that I'm excited for, or B, do it in a way that I think is fun. So I stopped playing the main account again. Kong is just different. It's made by a Chinese dev team. First SP, AAA, second scream Chinese interest. Yeah, definitely. It's even like based in Chinese lore because that's where Wukong comes from, right? So it makes total sense. PA is BDO as a game isn't like something that fits that niche. What'd you say make the game better? Content. Something to do. A reason to progress. Video does not have a reason to progress. It does not have content. It does not have anything to do. It is just circles. It is just grinding. That is the only thing that exists. I'm playing WoW Retail alongside BDO. Try the new expansion. I think Gallum is also jumping into the BDO, or the... I don't know why I keep saying BDO. The World of Warcraft expansion. I've never played World of Warcraft. I don't think I'd be interested in World of Warcraft, but I don't know that because I've never played it. With 511,000 Steam reviews, game has 496,000 are Chinese. Yeah, yeah. Aaron said like, was it like 92% or 97%? I don't even remember the number now, even though it was like 2 minutes ago. Oh, that was you. I'm reading your message thinking that you're someone else and telling you about your own statistic that you listed. Professional streamer, by the way. 94%. So I got the number wrong as well. Beautiful. We're off to a good start today, everyone. We've been live for 29 minutes. We're off to a good start. It's going well. Jeez. What kind of content would you add if you were a PA? Bosses with mechanics that are repeatable, raids with mechanics that are repeatable, achievement diaries, collection logs. There's so many things that they could add. Game modes. Like, I don't know if you played RuneScape, but they could literally just add Castle Wars or Soul Wars, or they could rip off Destiny's Gambit mode, or anything. Anything. Start stealing content from other games and put it into BDO, and it will be better in BDO than it is in the other games because of the combat system. But they don't have anything. They have 5 boss splits that you can do a week, and they have 3 dungeons you can do once a week. So the game right now, as far as PvE content, has 2.5 hours of content 1 day a week, and the rest is grinding. Grinding for gear that, by the way, you don't need for the only PvE content that exists. You don't need it for the boss splits. You don't need it for the dungeons. Why are we getting gear? Why are we grinding? We need a reason. We need something to do with our gear. And there's a limitless number of things that they could add, but they have added nothing in 10 years. Played MMOs or tap target? I thought I was gonna hate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've played an MMO that's tap target. I can't even think. Like, I've tried Final Fantasy, kind of, but we're talking maybe 2 hours, and I think that's it. New streamer Urkels talked me into SOD. I don't know what that is. That's when I used to play WoW, made him play to help me. And play retail. Retail, weirdly enough, stuck. I've been loving it so far. Yeah, as long as you're having a good time, that's what we're all here for, right? Hopefully you continue to enjoy. He has good foundation, but they spending so cheap. Yeah, its foundation is that it has a better combat system than every other MMO on the market. But that is all it has. That's it. It has nothing else. Hey Mike, how's it going? May I ever name on items that you suffered for? Yeah, but why? So that you can grind 2% faster? Or what? You know what I mean? That's the fundamental problem. Back on the phone. Uh-oh. Here we go. Wow, weirdly felt so different and smooth from all the other clunky tab targets. That's interesting. I guess it's been out for like, what, 20 years? So surely they would have figured it out by then. Makes sense. Never liked tap target combat. The phone is already working against you. I'm picking up what you're putting down, though. I'm reading between the lines. We got you. Wow, classic Season of Discovery, Hassan. Oh, I've only ever heard it referred to as classic. I don't, like, keep up with the name of the game changing based on the expansion that you're in and stuff. I don't really understand that, because I don't pay enough attention to know what the expansions are, if that makes sense. But the term WoW Classic I'm familiar with. Tried it many times, I never liked it. I've only, man, as far as MMOs, like just Final Fantasy 14 I vaguely tried. Never tried WoW. Didn't play anything else really, so. Questing feels good in the game as well. I enjoy RuneScape questing. BDO does not do questing well, though, I would say. So it's not exactly difficult to impress me with questing. I don't know. Classic, and Classic now has seasons. Classic, Kata, and Retail. I only know of Classic and Retail being the differences. I don't know. Tried Final Fantasy, RSC, Star Wars: The Old Republic, World of Warcraft. RS3, I guess it's kind of like that targeting. The combat system in that is like really weird though. I'm never gonna understand all the skills and stuff. First MMO is Night Online, then Rohan, then Terra, and I'm playing BDO. Terra was a good game. I liked the Vamps on Terra. That was my favorite thing to do, is just go complete the, like, the kill log on the big creatures. That was really fun. Just liked whatever hybrid combat ESO tried the most. What's weird about ESO is it basically ripped off the Skyrim Oblivion combat, but they messed it up somehow. It's their own game and they messed it up, so it feels so weird relative to like Skyrim ESO or Skyrim Oblivion. Such a weird thing. That was very rewarding quests. Been mount hunting, loving collecting all the different mounts and transmog plus gear. Yeah, stuff to do. Isn't that crazy? Stuff to do. There's another game that has good combat? Yeah, unfortunately it is gone now. Deleted from the face of the internet. Like Skyrim combat, but it just doesn't translate to an MMO. They definitely like messed it up. It doesn't feel even close to the same. Seen the cost to get a Hex Sovereign weapon? I am so incredibly uninterested in Sovereign weapons, I can't even express to you how uninterested I am. I think it was a terrible decision by PA, and I think it's a cash grab. And I will never go for Sovereign weapons. It's simply not going to happen. I don't care about your syrup, okay? Expedio adds stuff like that. Never had to take a break. Yeah. It just has circles though. Capture X is 3.2 trillion. You know why that is? It's so that they can keep selling costumes for crons. It is to maintain demand for crons. It is a cash grab. A cash grab for 15 AP, by the way. Glad we're getting group boss without spoilers. There'll be weekly lockouts, which is also something that doesn't interest me at all. I cannot stand the once a week content. I think it's terrible for the game. Hated when they added Caphras, now this is even worse. Yeah. At least Caphras weren't like a pay-to-win method. It was just them panicking, trying to find something for people to do in the game. And they're like, hey, look, there's more progression. But the Sovereign weapon is just blatantly a cash grab. It is just blatantly to sell more crons. I'm just so disappointed in the company, man. I don't know. They just keep letting me down, so... It's hard to have faith in them, you know? It's the first time they released bosses globally, so we all get to experience together without knowing all the mechanics from watching Hugh. Yeah, even if you didn't watch Hugh, like, there's no way to get away from it, because video players like to gossip, right? So even if you try to avoid all information, you're gonna hear about it. But I don't think it really matters. I don't care about weekly lockout content. That's 2 Atanas so far. We have now, in however long it's been, let me look. 26 minutes, obtained more Atanas, or, well, equal Atanas, as our 2 hours we did yesterday. Doing weekly content because Chinese market, you know, they playtime? No, they're doing weekly content because they don't want people to rush through it. And the answer to that for them is not to develop more things to do. The answer is to restrict the length of time that you can spend doing it. Has nothing to do with the Chinese market. It is purely because they don't want you to finish in 4 hours. Because they don't want to develop 40 hours of content or 80 hours of content or endlessly repeatable content because it's worth doing. Hate time-gated content too? Yeah. I think it's a killer of a game. It just destroys games. Time-gated stuff. Because if you miss a single week, you're now permanently 1 week behind everybody else. So you just feel obligated to play the game when you don't want to, necessarily. And I just think that that's the fastest way to kill your game. And hard to stay on Slayer and gain like 300k XP. That's more than I even have in Slayer, I think. That's huge. Should I cancel my Velsheart pre-order and pick up my first Tet Disto? Vels is 16.5, Tet Disto is 15.5. I wouldn't. I would keep the order on the thing that's hard to get. Distos are going to be there when you get your Vel. Distos will also be there when you grind another 15 bill. So I'm gonna gear and blow everything up after Deboreka's. Yeah, because like the point of the game was to grind for Devos, right? As quote-unquote gear progression, that was like the end goal, and then you get the Devos and there's nothing left. And the Devos didn't even matter either, to be honest. Graded demon task right for quitting for the day, so I'll be killing tormented demons for a while. Let's try not dying. Yeah, don't die, man. Facecam where? Facecam is off for the time being because the current setup hurts my eyes a lot. I have to have two very bright lights to make the green screen work, and it hurts my eyes, so we're gonna switch things up, and I'm just waiting for things to arrive so that I can, I guess, not have the lights, but also create an atmosphere that looks good on stream. That's the current plan. So however long that takes. It did technically ship, like some of the stuff is shipped, but not all of it. The material to get busy with. Have you heard of the pools and hot tub category? You know they don't actually put water in their pools and hot tubs? So I think that could be for you. You could go try to find the one streamer that actually has water in the pool. Good luck. Then you could tell them that they're doing it wrong. I don't think we need an explanation there. When are you gonna get a goldfish to grind for you? I gotta contact Michael Reeves and get him to set it up for me. I'm not as tech savvy as he is. Ironman is good to play again. Game reignites the joy. Yeah, I think without it, I probably wouldn't be playing the game, so that's why we're still here. I've kind of created my own fun, if that makes sense. Created my own things to do, since they won't do it for me, you know? Or Pint Crow. Because Goldfish to beat Millennia, and then Elden Ring DLC final boss. We gotta steal Point Crow's Goldfish. Because clearly that Goldfish is a gamer. We can't just have any Goldfish. We gotta have the Goldfish that can beat Millennia. That Goldfish is better at gaming than I am, so... I think Point Crow lives in LA, right? So we can just sneak out over there. Go steal his goldfish. Hello, Irish. Good afternoon. Goldfish is better than me too. Fair enough. Doing shield build in the Elden Ring currently while using a sword imbued with holy damage. Doesn't the main game bosses have like high holy resistance? I guess some of them. Maybe not all of them. Never had to work so hard to kill the final boss? Yeah, he's got like super hard like holy resistance, right? That's funny. I think with BDO, the only thing I really enjoy these days is life skills. Which is interesting because, like, if you take BDO and their life skill system and you compare it to a game like RuneScape that also has life skills, the complexity of the life skills in RuneScape is exponentially greater than BDO's life skills. BDO life skills to me feel like more circles. I don't know. 80% damage negation against holy. Yeah. Tragic. We gotta have more rogue energy here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's keeping us going. I've had a long day. I woke up at 3 a.m. today to go to the gym. It is now 4 p.m. Been up for a while. Doing like 120 damage per hit. Just whip out the fists, man. Start punching him. She'll make some bosses stupid easy. Like any boss that does physical damage does nothing against me. Yeah. It's just like stamina damage, essentially, right? Can't get into BDO life skills. Takes too much time to anything. Yeah, and it kind of runs the stigma that if you don't start the game with 2000 mastery, then you're wasting your time. That feels kind of bad too, right? Graphics make it so hard for me. I was trying to play it on mobile. Wish they'd update them all. Check it out. I got something for you, Destiny. This is called Rune Light. It has a plugin called 117 HD. It updates the graphics. It makes it look pretty good. It also runs at 120 FPS. Can almost fully negate the stamina damage from blocking. That's really interesting. I think people believed that upgrading your shield didn't do anything, but it does actually reduce the stamina damage taken. I just don't know how far that goes. Master isn't hard to hit, honestly. Mostly hunt, sail, and gather. If you have some extra cash laying around, sure. But if you start the game day one and you're like, I just want a life skill in the game, pretty hard to get the mastery. It takes a bit. I also have a client called HDOS, whose entire goal is to make the game look better. Does do much barricade, shield, ashware, super strong, crazy. I heard there's like simulations on the internet of RuneScape for things like the Fire Cape and some of the raids, which I think is really interesting. It's not an actual client because you can just choose whatever gear you want and like run it. Really weird. What are you working for right now? Gear or raw money? We are working toward a Tannis elements to finish the HP potion. We are on our last piece for the final HP potion. And we are collecting memory fragments while we're here to get our bigs up to 10. Hopefully we'll be able to do that today, but they've been not super cooperative. Are those like sanctioned by Jagex? You know what I mean? You gonna get banned for practicing your fire cape? I don't know. Starting out, it's better to go log a gear, very affordable, getting relevant point. Yeah, but then like at the end of the day, you're making less money than you could if you just do a seasonal and you go grind Katuga. So, I don't know. It's a hard sell. How would they even ban you? They could IP ban you. That's something that PA's done before. They have to get a Jagex mod to come to your house. No. What they do is they like hire the service, or they go on there, and then they collect the IPs that are accessing the website, and they just IP ban them. Something that PA did in the past is they hired the piloting service that like pilots people's accounts in BDO. They like hired them, went undercover, hired them, and then when they logged into the account, they banned every single account that had ever been run at that IP. And it was like hundreds and hundreds of people. It was really funny. That was the first and only time they've ever done something like that, but it was a real Chad move. What are you doing for Yona fragments? You can craft Kaposhi accessories. Don't know how hard to create. I personally cannot craft Yona accessories because I can't use storage, and workers can only work from storages. They cannot pull from your inventory. So I am throwing them away because I can't actually do anything with them. Because chill and enjoyable, mostly hunting and sailing for me, not so much for the money. But most do go hunting for the money. Just think it's fun. Yeah, hunting is like okay money, but not comparable to grinding. It's also click intensive, which I don't much care for personally. Forgot about that? Yeah, it's no worries. It happens. As long as I don't forget, we're good. Website called Coliseum lets you practice final boss of the Fortis Coliseum. What about the everything leading up to it? Can I just load that up? Put a rune scimitar on a naked guy and just practice, see if we can get through it. Become the gnome monkey. Gnome Monkey 2.0. He had a zombie axe though, I think, and not a rune sim. And he wasn't naked, of course. Not close. Coliseum, I don't think there is, just final boss. Inferno there is. That's pretty cool. It's cool that people like made that stuff. I think we're probably at 71 or 72 now. One of those. It's mainly the nerves that kill you if you get to the final boss. Yeah, because it's almost over, and you're like, "Ooh, we could do it. We could do it." Makes sense. And more like Sniper Hunter, it makes the most. More investment as well. A bill an hour, I think. 1350 mastery. Sniper super active. I like match lock hunting personally. Yeah, but like a seasonal graduate with like some journals done can make a bill an hour at Katuga, you know what I mean? And that's zero investment basically. I don't know. They need to buff life skills, is what they need to do. There was a short period of time in which life skilling was better money than grinding. And now it's like not even close to as good. It's still better money than PvP though, so hard to complain, I guess. Turn the boss on the website. Took 2 attempts without guide to beat Coliseum final boss. Hey. Jonas. Sniper max is about 2 bill at 2000 mastery, right? I don't know. It's not for me, man. I don't even like the normal matchlock hunting. Oh, we're out of Agris. That's kind of crazy. Stop giving me necklaces. I don't want your necklaces. We go through this every day, Fogans. I don't want them. You can keep them. Hey, and a Tannis. Huge. Huge. That could be 4 this hour, but I'm unsure. I guess we could look. We have 55 now. I believe that's 4 this hour. So in 46 minutes, we've doubled as many as we got in 2 hours yesterday. Crazy. Not for me either. Do it sometimes, but it's a lot compared to matchlock hunting. A little too much for me. I think matchlock hunting is too much as well. I don't like spam clicking. Feels weird. Game giving you RNG luck so it doesn't have to watch you go back to Ash. No, we'll be going back to Ash. Not today, but sooner than you think. We'll just so we need to finish the potion, then we need to get Tet Blackstar main hand, a Tet Disto, and a Tri Leighton, and then a particular artifact set, and we're good. We're going back to Ash. Just done what you're doing today, but yesterday? Well, we're definitely getting necklaces today like we were yesterday. Sadly. Focus has good at Tannis drop against any other spot around the desert area? I think so. I think it's really good. From life skills, 100% market dependent, and everyone undercuts everyone. Yep. And also, even if nobody undercut anybody else, it would still be terrible money. Because PA is afraid of you making money doing something that isn't circles. They just, they go into panic mode, man. I'm playing at 2300 mastery and still made like $1 bill an hour. Yep. Notice in PC, when you post stuff to CM, it auto undercuts the last order. Yeah, it's like set to automatically do that. Yeah. So it's PA's fault, really. If you think about it. Should I go Fallen God or get more outfits for my Dark Knight? I'd probably just get more outfits, man. What are you really doing with the Fallen God at the end of the day? What's 6 more DP gonna give you? Don't do that in console. Got most, especially new players, even paying attention to that. Yeah, that's totally fair. That's what I thought too, yeah. Sometimes cooking have good money, like trash loot, not for market. The time you have to spend to get that though is more than you would spend grinding for money. Fallen God brings all Dekia mobs to the yard. Not all of them. PA is, it takes them 8 months to change the drop rate, make things spawn from a tower, and give them a weird, like, ominous aura. That's how long it takes for them to, quote-unquote, design a Dekia spot. I feel like I could do that in a weekend, but you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Deck is the laziest stuff PA has ever done, to be honest. And it takes them, like, such a long time to do it. It's crazy. It's crazy how long it takes them to do it. Not only is it lazy, but it still takes them forever to do it. Try to get life skills, because my life skills is trash. I feel like so much level of mastery. Yeah, you can just like juice your mastery with gear though, but even at the highest mastery, it's still not good, so I don't know. Mixed feelings about Dekia. I don't care about it at all. Because it's a grind spot, and I don't appreciate grind spots, and haven't for a long time. We don't need more grind spots. We need something else. Keep the expectations low, so when you do something slightly good, it leaps. And balance praise. The problem is that they then don't do anything good. I think I can do under Gyphon, 302, 331, but my crystals are bad. And I'm Nova Awakening. Do you understand the Gyphon mechanics? Are you confident in the Gyphon mechanics? Or have you literally never been to Gyphon before? Lazy content, but at the same time it's keeping older content relevant instead of them letting go Dead theme park games. Is it really though? Because as soon as you get your Debo rings, you abandon it. Is it really keeping old content fresh? Initially, it seems like it's relevant, right? But as soon as you get what you need, you leave it again. Being thumbed up for launching the bosses at the same time, even though they already messed up with initial launch. Yeah. That's how easy we are to please. That's how desperate we are for them to make the right decisions. It's crazy. Can't do anything. More gear farm, that's it? Yeah. That's exactly the problem. That's all we have. More circles. New content to them just means another circle. Got like an hour and died twice, but my trash is pretty bad. So I'm going to go with no, you don't understand the mechanics. If you take the time to learn the mechanics, then you have plenty enough gear to do it. But you need to take the time to learn the mechanics. You should be able to kill them either before they turn around or after they only turn around once, which will make your DP irrelevant. But until you are very comfortable with the mechanics, you will get one shot a lot. But it is possible at your gear if you understand the mechanics. You have plenty of AP for it, so if you want to do that, go for it. Take the time, learn the mechanics, but if you don't want to go through that stress, then wait till you get more DP so that you can make more mistakes and not die. Pants good silver spot in general until nerf. Yeah, it's dropping like what, a ring an hour or something. So demand for the rings is going to fall off as people get their rings. And they're also probably going to nerf it, so they'll hit it from both sides, I'm sure. But even if they don't touch it, the demand for the ring will fall off and the ring will crash. And it will not be worth grinding already. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Good afternoon. Not even circles anymore? Yeah, you don't even move anymore. You just stand in one spot and wait for stuff to spawn. Theme park games, majority of the expansion launch. Turn over the next 6 weeks. And instead, never to be seen again. Yeah, that's basically BDO, but their expansion is one grind spot. It's pretty good. Take a break, play something else, some next expansion where it all resets and do it again. Yeah. What are you gonna do? One day gaming will make a return to being something that we can all look forward to. A good weekend, awesome considering my Friday sucked. Some good times with friends to reset. Yeah, fair enough. The weekend washed away the Friday for you. That's good. Doing pretty good. A little bit tired. Was up super early this morning, but is what it is. We out here. We going in circles. Making progress. Woke up at 6, even though I went to bed like 1. I woke up at 3 a.m. And I think I went to bed at like 11? Somewhere in there? I don't know.
Hello there.
Zahard71 just followed.
Zahard, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. About 4 hours, something like that, probably. I don't know.
Hello there.
I just followed.
I don't think that's how you say that, Brian, but okay. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. AFKing-ish crabs or RuneScape peak content. Yeah, so every 10 minutes they'll drop aggro and you just have to run away and run back in. So you can AFK for 10 minutes. I too am doing crabs. It's a good time. I think like 4 hours isn't too bad for me. I tend to like have trouble sleeping generally, so I wouldn't say I had trouble sleeping. It's just that it wasn't for very long. I haven't had 8 hours in years, I think. I'm next to a guy called Crabbit Carl.
Hello?
What? Why did it cut off the thing? Hello? Did you break it? Aaron, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I don't know why it got cut off there. That was a little bit weird. Most people who needs decent sleep. I think I'm also one of those people who needs decent sleep. I just don't have a choice and don't get it. Too easy for me to sleep? Not me, man. Start losing the ability to function. You kind of like learn to live with it, I think. It's been a problem for as long as I can remember now, so. You just learn to live with it. Bad thing though, because there's so much time I could have been doing stuff awake. That's an interesting mentality to have, I suppose. Not wanting to sleep so that you can do stuff instead. I don't know. Saw Ironman die at the virus today, and about an hour or so later he came back and told me to hop, and when I said no, he had some unfriendly words for me. Because he thinks that you are the reason he died, or... Maybe he just wanted to be rude for today. Maybe he was just upset that he died. And the typical solution to have people feel better is to bully others. I don't know. It never works. You never do feel better when you bully others, but that's what people do. I don't know. Took his world, apparently. That's like the people in BDO that walk up to your spot and they're like, I was here first, even though you've been grinding the last hour. I've had people do that while I'm streaming, by the way. They're like, I was here first. I'm like, brother, like, you can't convince me that you were here first. But I've been here for 47 minutes. Like, you just can't convince me. I don't understand the mentality with that either. Like, how do you argue with somebody that obviously knows how long they've been there, that you were there first, and that they weren't? I don't know. People are weird. Our hour is actually done. Isn't that interesting? What I think we might do here is map to town and sell the trash so that I can actually afford a tent buff. And then we'll go again. Alright, so this will be the very first use of our map, I believe. I don't know that I've used it in any other situation. I would like to actually get on the camel though, please. Thank you. To the nearest town. That's a little bit sketch. I might run to where it's definitely Valencia first. It's not that far anyway. I'm gonna plug in that makes a screenshot when someone near me dies. The exact time that he died, even have proof how long he'd been gone. Yeah, doesn't matter to him, man. You're wrong. Photoshopped. Bought this dragon dagger because some gear guide said it was your first gear. I think that gear guide is wrong. I would stop listening to that gear guide. That doesn't even sound close to right to me. I'm no expert, but it doesn't sound close to right to me. You will use a dragon dagger like P++ as a spec weapon for your special attacks, but you don't even like use it to attack conventionally. So I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch here, but I feel like it's probably not the first thing. Dragon Dagger's a bad main weapon. Yeah, you just swap to it for the spec and then you put whatever else you're using back on. What an odd gearing guide that would say to go for that first. Unless you're like doing particular bosses, is there even a reason to have one? I don't know. Or I guess like higher end PvE, maybe you'd like spec stuff. Get a little bit sweaty. Start speccing some blood velds or something. How are we looking? We have 55 plus the 18 puts us at about 73. So 27 to go. What's your next goal? Finishing the potion, and then Tet Blackstar main hand, and then Tet Disto, and then try Leighton and a very particular artifact set. And then we're off to Ash Forest, basically. Any reason you grind Fogans for a Tannis over somewhere like Polly's? Very specifically, the scrolls. We're double dipping at Fogans. We're working toward the potion and also memory fragments. Basically, goes Scimitar from 1 to 60 attack. Bronze to Dragon. Don't feel like questing, you skip the Dragon Sim, go 70 attack and get Abyssal Whip. Yep. Exactly. Good old Abyssal Whip. It's a good weapon. I like it. Alright, let me run to the restroom and then finish my rogue energy. And then we'll get going again now that we can actually afford a tent buff. But give me just a minute here. I'll be right back. Okay. Are we ready to get 27 Atanis this hour?
Hello there.
Hipponos just followed.
Epanos, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Easy 27 Atanis hour. It is currently unheard of, but it won't be unheard of after we do it, so let's get it. We're also going to be making terrible money now that I don't have Agris, so we'll probably have to spend some time catching horses today to actually get the bigs. Is the Ironman Sovereign ready? If the Ironman was Sovereign ready, I would still not go for Sovereign weapons, because I think they're a joke. And they feel very cash grabby. And I just don't care about them. Brother. In 10 minutes already, huh? I think PA made a big mistake when they launched Sovereign. Do not think it was a good move. Uh-oh, we gotta make sure we don't fill up. Hey, Atanis already. We're well on our way to the 27 this hour. Penserap win. You know, with the number of them that I've thrown away, we probably could have had a couple of pen attempts. It's just useless. Even at pen, it's pretty useless. They haven't even fixed the Blackstone bundles to all stack. They're still coded as armor and weapons, so they take up 2 slots. I think it's Sovereign I liked. Somewhat customized them, but that's something I feel like they could have added a lot sooner. And also in a different way, right? That stuff is going to be pretty hard to obtain. And of course you have to actually enhance the Sovereign, which is just a big scam. It feels like. It just feels like a scam, the whole thing. I don't know. Black Stars, when they came out, made a lot of sense because they had a massive amount of monster damage on them, and they were better than the Zarka. And they were like such a monumental upgrade that it was like it was sensible, despite their cost in crons. But Sovereign weapons do not make sense for their cost in crons. It just feels like a way for PA to have demand on crons still for endgame players, and not actually give the endgame players anything relevant. Because they're also worried about the gear gap between endgame players and new players. So they don't want to expand the gap too much, but they gotta soak more money out of the endgame players. I don't know. Stats supposedly effects, but I think effects be sold. I feel like they should instead add them to something people could hunt. Feels like reform stones. The like glowing effect is just something that's going to be on the weapon. It's going to come with it. But the stones to have the various stats are something you're going to have to go grind for, I think. But if they add in too many cosmetics that you can just go get in the game, then why would you buy costumes? And they have to make sure that you're going to buy costumes. Because that's how they make more money. The new world bosses drop the traits for sovereign weapons. Yeah, I heard something about that. I'm sure they'll add more ways to get it though in the future. Right, they're supposed to add where you can change the color. Oh yeah, the RGB stuff. They were supposed to add that for regular Black Star weapons. They announced that a long time ago for regular Black Star weapons. And what they did was they kept not releasing it and kept not releasing it and kept not releasing it because they wanted to put it on sovereign weapons instead. We said that they were planning to sell them if they go that route. This opportunity to give players something to go for gameplay wise, but it makes them more money. That's the whole argument here, and the whole problem is that PA doesn't care about making the game more fun for you. They care about making more money. That's their goal, is to make more money. There's another Atanus right there. We're getting there. I also bet you that they'll be egregiously expensive. If it's $23 for a single crystal recovery coupon that you can use once a year, you know that a different color on your sovereign weapon is also going to be expensive. New crystal, probably traits for sovereign weapons would be on Decade 2. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll add it. I don't know. I stopped paying attention, man. The more cash grabby PA gets, the less I pay attention to what they're doing. If it's true, can you put outfit skins on Sovereign and it hides glow? The Sovereign is designed to glow through the outfit. So you should be able to have your weapon look like any other weapon in the Pearl Shop, but still glow if you so choose. We stay with Tet and Pen boss gear. We're in a different route with gear. There were so many things they could have done, but they chose the way that makes sure that you use way more crons. And I think that was a mistake. Having a pen dandy was a cool achievement. I remember when plus 15 was the highest gear level. And there was no downgrading, there was no crons, none of it. You just enhanced to plus 15 and that's the highest your gear could go. And even then, with no downgrades and the success rates being higher, people hated the enhancement system. Even then. And it just got worse. I like money, yeah. Yep. Good old Gruntle, yeah. And Laverdo. And Urea weapons. I remember running a plus 15 Urea. That was good gear back then. These crabs are legit stoneback crabs. They also have like rock crabs in the game and something called ammonite crabs that are a lot larger and have more HP. Looking forward to Dokebi and the other PA MMOs? No, not at all. It will take, I don't know, like, for me to even try Crimson Desert will take something incredible. I have no faith in PA as a company anymore. So to even try any of it is going to take something insane. Comes down to be single player? Yep, that's the current plan. Wasn't always the plan, but it's the current one. Their other MMO that they have right now is EVE Online, and they didn't make that, so I think it's fine. They didn't change it too much, I don't believe, when they bought it. But they don't have any other MMOs, and they're not making any other MMOs either. Unless they pull the rug on the Crimson Desert. Maybe that'll actually be an MMO and they've just been lying to everyone. Gets girlfriend, convinces you to play Crimson Desert, plays Crimson Desert, girlfriend takes off. Mask, and it's Jay and he laughs evilly. I already have a girlfriend, and if the girlfriend turns out to be Jay, then that is a very long con on Jay's behalf. Okay, RuneScape is also releasing its new game soonish. Yeah, it just looks like crazy similar to RuneScape. I don't know. The thing I like about RuneScape is just how much stuff there is to do. There's like an overwhelming volume of stuff to do. I quite like that, to be honest. Whack a crab for 50 hours? You don't have to whack the crab. You could go do something productive. More productive, I suppose. Questing is very good. Gives a lot of XP a lot of the time, and most of the quests are actually entertaining. They're not like video quests. Some of them are pretty challenging as well. Or you could look into upping your gear. Or you could look into getting some of the like skilling outfits in the game. Like there's a mining outfit, there's a fishing outfit, stuff like that. You could look into doing your first boss. There's a couple of bosses that don't require combat, and there's a couple of bosses that are relatively early combat. So I'm marking crabs, qualify for upgraded gear. Fair enough. There's a couple of quests you could run that'll just get you like 20,000 attack XP. And there's some strength XP quests. And some defense quests as well. Holy Grail is a little bit annoying because the hit rate on the actual guy that you need to kill is kind of tragic. And it's like pseudo flinching, but not really. Grandmaster Quest for PVM challenge? Yeah, for sure. My concern was being ungeared to even finish them. The quests? There's like a ton of quests that you can do without gear. If you, on the right hand side of your thing, there's a blue circle near the bottom with a green check mark. That's the quest helper. If you open that up and you click on a quest, it'll tell you what you need. And it'll tell you if there's combat in the quest or not. It'll tell you if you need to survive hits from things or not on that quest. It'll tell you the items that you need. And it'll also guide you through the quests, tell you what to do, what to click on, that sort of stuff. Because the quests without quest helper are like actually solving problems by reading and figuring things out. There's a lot of quests that don't require combat as well. Team Magic's technically telling me for the early attack XP quests. Yeah, safe spotting and stuff. Pretty big thing. The fight arena is pretty easy. That's some good attack XP. Waterfall quest isn't hard either. You just run past a couple of things. Should be able to do that. Hate to freak out of the UI closing every time I attack something. Yeah, that doesn't really go away. But you won't have to use the UI when you do like quests and stuff. Because the Rune Light plugin will basically take care of that on the right hand side. But the in-game UI does close. Like to read stuff in game while AFKing? I mean, you could look it up on the wiki then. Like if you're trying to read through achievement diaries or whatever, or combat logs, stuff like that. It shows all that stuff. Pretty sure there's not a way to make it not close though, so I think you're kind of SOL on that. These plugins, I guess devs said no to that. Or people just aren't thinking about it because like the people that make that, the like plugins and stuff, have played the game for a long time, and they don't need to pull up the UI. I don't know. Remember last time I used skill helper stuff? Yeah, you just kind of like have an idea of everything, though, right? You've been playing the game so long. But us nubs, we pull it up pretty often. Gotta know what's going on, you know? We gotta save our stack of the sealeds as well. If I can get a big stack of sealed saved up and get the precisions from them, that would be ideal. Just open them as we lose precisions or whatever. I'll have to remember not to sell them or throw them away. I've sold like hundreds of them, I think, so gotta stop doing that. When is this Ellie's event going away, by the way? I feel like we've had it for 3 weeks now. I said tickets. I was getting Tom PTSD. They're not even tickets, though, are they? They're like reward points or whatever they call them. I don't even know what they call them, but it's not tickets, I don't think. I don't know why I started calling them tickets. Gotta go back to Tom. I haven't done Tom in 2 days. Gotta go back to Tom. Say hello, you know, ask him how his weekend was. His weekend without abuse. Back to Tom at least a couple more days. Yeah, give yourself a break. I have to up my game, man. We're averaging less than 100 tickets a day. And if that remains the case, then it's going to take such a freaking long time. It's just really annoying to do Tom on mobile. You have to actually like look at the spots to see which one is a double fish. Really annoying. Just gotta get spooned. Yeah. Imagine we get to 1,000 reward pulls and we have everything. Imagine. Tried it once, never again. It's pretty bad. I really don't like the mobile. Like, so they added in the like node spawn timers and despawn timers on mobile for like trees and rocks and stuff, which I think is cool. But there's no outlines for fishing spots. It's awful. Go for the Ash Forest grind from now. Not quite. There's a couple of things we're gonna get, and then we're gonna go for Ash Forest. Yeah. We tested out Ash Forest a little bit yesterday at this gear right here, and I was able to kill some mobs and technically survive as long as we dodged. So I'm going to up my damage by increasing my accuracy and my AP a little bit, which will like double our damage, give or take, and it should actually be doable at that point. The only thing that can actually hit me if I'm like paying attention is the lantern mob, the Barness. So if I can just nuke the Barness, then we'll have no trouble at Ash Forest, I think. What AP you going for? 265 will be the goal. We'll get a Tet Blackstar, a Tri Leighton, and a Tet Disto. And that's it. And we're good. And then we'll get the accuracy accessories as well. Or not the accuracy accessories, the accuracy artifacts. The marked set, which will up our hit rate by like 23% or whatever it was, 22%. Which would be a huge increase in damage, honestly. And we're good. Should be doable after that. Going for Kabuas? No. We're going for ranged accuracy. And then the marked set for extra accuracy. I gotta dump my weight. I meant to already this hour and then I didn't. Or this rotation and then I didn't. Kinda crazy. Oh yeah, we don't fill up nearly as fast without the Agrason. That's interesting. Creating the giant spider mob with low AP if you can avoid attacks. Izarid? Yeah, I'm not gonna do Izarid. There's no point. Kabuas would not make the difference between not having to dodge and having to dodge Ash Forest. So it is like completely a waste of time. Where are you on HP pot? I have the 2 already, so we have a tier 2 potion. And we are now 70 something pities toward the last piece. Let's see. We have 59 Atanis and 18 of the pities. So that's what, 77 or something? Out of 100. Trying to Ash yesterday seemed very doable than expected. Yeah. More AP bracket accuracy and make a huge difference. Yep. If we can like even 70% more damage, which I think is easily attainable with mostly accuracy for hit rate and then a little bit more AP for a couple of brackets, then I think we'll be just fine, honestly. Survivability wise, I killed the lantern guy in the pack. I killed him first and then survived long enough while trying to kill the rest of the stuff that he spawned again. So I can survive for like a few minutes just fine. With like under constant fire. So if I can like kill a pack to have a chance to reset, then we'll be good. If average in like 5 hours, I'm never average. Yesterday we did 2 hours and got 2 Atanas total. So far today we've gotten what, like 8 in an hour and a half. It's just all over the place for me. Problem with the new spot nowadays is AP bracket so high you need huge AP to gain that 100% AP rate. For all that, it's kind of 5%. Yeah, you need like 1,000 AP to even damage them due to the way the DR on them works. It's really bad. The AP cap on Ash Forest is actually pretty low, so damage is pretty easy to get. Hopefully under 10 at least. As soon as we get the potion, we're going to start working toward a Tet Black Star, which is going to cost up to 40 billion silver. So we're going to be here getting memory. Well, probably not here. We'll probably go to like Aukman or something to get memory fragments and then capture horses for money. But we're not close to starting Ash Forest, even though it seems like we are. The things are still going to take a long time. And getting the exact artifacts that we need is also a big question mark. Because we need 4 very specific lightstones, and I don't know how common they are. $40 bill, yep. 40 bill is the cost of hitting Pity while crawling a Tet Black Star. And I tend to math for Pity because we tend to hit Pity. So it'll be approximately 100 hours of capturing horses. I don't want your syrup neck game. Just don't want it, man. Just hit? Yeah, that never works for me. I try to just get it, and it just doesn't work. Keep him for Jonas? I can't do anything with Jonas. Echo for Jatina? No. No Jatina is allowed. I don't know that I've ever even talked to Jatina on this account. I might be lacking the knowledge on Jatina. I don't know. Is this magic evasion? Great. Feel the one tap for that. I do not. I feel a 25 tap tap. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling probably getting to Master 10 horse training before 10. Remember me when it goes one tap? Okay, will do. Sounds good. Found out a Dutch TV series called Erland. in. I'm not even gonna try. It's coming back after being gone for like 8 years. Dumb but fun TV show. You know what I think the best TV show on the market is right now? Is Taskmaster. Is Awakening better than Succession for one-tap spots? They're pretty similar. In Awakening, you just hold WF, and that's this skill. In Succession, you just spam Descending Current and sweep it across your screen. The clear speed, I feel, is pretty close to the same. It's just comfortable to only push one button. Jonas. Saw people driving homemade carts down a ramp and then trying to fly as far as possible and ring a bell hanging in the air. Okay, that actually sounds solid. Is there like water on the other side of the ramp? And if they don't go very far, they fall into the water? Is that what it is? Because I might have seen this show before. Water? Okay, I might have seen this show before. I don't know where or what it was called. It was probably just a ripoff, to be honest. But I've heard of this. I might have to get some food, man. I don't know. I did eat earlier, but I didn't eat all day. So I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, and for some reason I thought it'd be a good idea to just not eat. I don't know. And I finally ate like 2 hours ago, just before stream. And it was not enough. I'm still hungry. So there's that. At the end, there'd be winners in different categories, like fastest to ring the bell, coolest looking cart, funniest looking cart, stuff like that. It sounds so familiar. I must have seen this show, or a like Americanized version of the show or something. I must have, because I could see it in my head. And it also had rankings like that, where you'd like score points in the categories, and then the overall winner was the one that had the most points in all the categories. There must be an American version of this show. They use the same ramps at the Dog Olympics. And then dogs like run and jump off the ramp and try to catch the thing. Same exact thing. They do it every year for like 60 or 70 years. That's crazy. Wonder why they decided to stop. But the good news, so the silver lining in all of this, is that we only had Olympic breakdancing for 1 year. And it will never return. So your show went away for 8 years so that we only had to deal with 1 year of Olympic breakdancing. That was the sacrifice that had to be made. And I think it's worth, to be honest. First episode of the show's in 1973. That must have been like the greatest television ever created in 1973. Another syrup neck. I don't want your syrups, man. You can keep them. I get like 6 syrup necks an hour. Definitely overkill. $17 to get another like 20 or whatever attempts. I think it's doable. That's Aura telling me to tell you to click your black star to tet now. I don't have the crowns to do it. Or I probably would. It's nearly 2 billion silver to click it. And I don't have that. I have 100 mil. So. The reason the show stopped for 8 years because the IP holder for the show had a falling out with the channel it was broadcast on. And he just held a grudge for 8 years, or is it going to be on a different channel now? Like somebody else picked it up? Different channel? Yeah. Hmm. We'll get the bags though today. I think I need 2 more tet clicks in order to hit the pity for tet, so I think after this hour we'll try to click it, and maybe I'll go make some more money with horse catching, and then we'll get the tries croned up. Get the tet smacked. Just hit it, yeah. We're 1 away from pity, so that will probably be when we hit it. Is the 1 shy of pity. Another sealed. I should like to see those now with the new plan. At some point, we'll have to elite hop the abandoned Ironman elites as well. Get stocked up on some crit crystals. I like that the camel gets like jars and stuff on its back. The horse just has bags that you throw over it, but the camel gets like jars and stuff. It's pretty cool. Next thing you know, they'll sell horseback cosmetics when you put trash food on your horse. What are we putting in the jar? I mean, I assume that it would be water, but I don't know. Moonshine. We're smuggling moonshine. How many scrolls you get? An hour usually at Fogan's? Between 10 and 15, I'd say. It's really not good for scrolls. But it's the only relevant place that I can do two things at once, basically. Stop giving them ideas. They don't need my help to come up with monetization stuff. Also, they don't listen to me or know I exist, so there's no chance that a GM will overhear. We're safe.
Hello there.
Max just followed.
Yeah, I appreciate the follow. Where's my Tannis? I mean, do we have 59 still? We haven't gotten into Tannis in like 10 minutes. Hello? Do we need to contact PA about our extended warranty? That's the best way for you to get Lightstones? Kortuga, probably. Which is the current plan. Kortuga is like terrible, to be honest, because I can't repair while I'm in there. But I should be able to make it probably 2 hours on the Ranger and then maybe another hour on the DK if we had to. And then jump out and repair. Use the archaeologist map to go repair and then come back. When's the next reroll? Not next week, but the one after on Thursday. So whatever day that is, I could probably figure it out for you. Probably the 5th. Either the 5th or the 12th of September, I'm unsure. One of the two, we'll figure it out. Probably the 12th, but maybe the 5th. Wait, it's Friday the 13th next month? That's scary. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th of September will officially be a year since we started streaming. That'll be a year to the day. 15 to Karanda. Good luck at Karanda, everyone. On EU specifically. Actually, it's almost 6 p.m. I don't know if it's going to die. So, it could not die. It's always dying. It doesn't always die on EU. There's a couple of times with boss spawns that they don't die unless they're neuter. And even then, sometimes it's a little bit sketchy. And there's a lot of times that Kudum doesn't die, so the window is more broad for Kudum. It's 3 a.m. It's dead. It's 3 a.m. on a Sunday, though. Like Monday morning, 3 a.m. Even despawns, you still get reward. If you do enough damage, yes. But it is a lesser reward than if it had died. And also, if you don't do enough damage and it despawns, like enough overall damage to the boss and it despawns, you don't get anything. Seven minutes. Where's our other Atanis at, man? We gotta hit 60 on the actual Atanis. I guess if we don't finish it today, which definitely we won't, then on Thursday we'll be able to do the weekly again. So there's a free 5 right there. Probably finish it by the end of next week. Hopefully get the bigs today. Hey, there's our Atanis. Okay. A double Atanis. Do you see that? Did you see El Double? The double drop. We had 59, now we have 61. 2 in 1 pack. That's what I'm talking about. We need more of that. We need more of the double. That combo, spin to win. It's not even the spin to win class. And it kind of spins. The Zerker class uses 2 axes, and what he does is he reaches his arms out and then spins in circles, and that's his ability. That's the OG spin to win class. Might not have seen it since 160p, but I heard the enthusiasm. It was a double Atanis pack. 2 girls, 1 Atanis. No, two Atanis, 1 girl. You know what I'm getting at. Just say for fun that you were gonna get next pack, and I regret I didn't. Tragic. Would have been a miracle. Zerk grabbed to win. Not anymore. Zerk's a dead class now. Also, they removed one of Zerk's grabs and nobody cared. But if it was like a warrior, if warrior had their grab removed, then Reddit would turn into just warriors complaining. We're gonna do some OSRS or just chill. You could do some chill OSRS. Do like some crabs or something. Something you don't have to pay attention to. There's always gains to be had. Make some swap crown for range XP. Yeah, there you go. Then you're not really playing OSRS, but you're still making progress. Minus 55 range defense. Easy game. Oh, there's a, hello, sir. I don't think you've ever given me an Atanus before. Also, you're like on a wall or something. I don't know what the deal is with that. There you go. This guy's harder to kill than Ash Forest mobs. S knowledge on the gatekeeper, of course. Of course, we get S knowledge. And a Jonas. Because that's what we need. A Jonas. There's a compass piece in here. Didn't even think about that. Didn't even see it. $70 farming? Huge. Mahogany Tree only gave one log. Next time. I once got 3 inventories from an oak tree. And I didn't need any oak logs and it just annoyed me. Because I didn't realize that you could just pay some coins to have the patch guy just remove the tree. So I'm sitting there chopping it. Beast mode grinding? That's us. Hello. Hello, Nikki. How's it going? We're getting closer on a Tannis. I've had a good couple of hours. So we are getting closer. This hour actually is done. So we'll probably go make a little bit of money and then we'll try to get our bags to 10. Suppose we'll run the scrolls first though. Decent couple hours there, I think, though. Let's see. 61 plus the 18 that we have with the regular things is 79. So 2 hours, 10 pities. 5 per hour. Ish. I think it was 6 and 4 actually, but you know. So with our 5 from the weekly on Thursday, that'll put us at 16, I believe. Then just a couple hours of grinding, we should have it. Definitely by like Saturday, if I had to guess, of next week. And then it's on to the horse catching grind to pay for all the crons for the Black Star. That'll be fun. Hope you guys are looking forward to the next 3 weeks of horse capturing. I know it's riveting content, but it has to be done. How much money do you make horse catching? Around 400 mil an hour. Which is more than I can make anywhere else I can grind. So it is our best in slot moneymaker. And it doesn't require loot scrolls. So that's pretty good. Oh, this is a female as well. That's cool. We'll actually get another TA now for it. Got 21 devil rings today. Just tapping raw at the moment because I don't know. I just gotta do a drop. That's so crazy. They'll be crashing soon enough. So I don't know. Probably wouldn't be buying them right now. I'd wait for them to crash if you're gonna go that route. Good time to sell though. Definitely a seller's market, I would say. Spot on, all servers full all day. Yep, makes sense. Give it a few weeks, they'll crash, people will leave. And should I order some food? I don't know. We should find Dalashane and exchange the... I guess they're earth though, and I need fire, right? I don't know if that's how that works, but I think that's how that works. Turn-based double runes in stock. Peter just made economy drop in a week. Yep. And it's going to crash very hard. Okay, we need 2 marked here. Got a heart and a fitted. Tragic. We have 190 mil. That's not enough. What? Okay, let me math the cost of 2 try attempts. 76 or crowns. 228 mil for 2 try attempts. We're close to that. Man, I have to make sugar and everything. I threw away all my sugar. I threw away all my ropes. I've seen a lot of herbs. The Ironman problem. Do you have a herb sack? I was thinking about getting a herb sack and then just doing a bunch of Slayer. But I don't know. Probably not as good as just farming for them, but sounds more fun. Okay, we get raw sugar. I don't even know how many to get, so we're going to get like 500. And mineral water, I'll probably get like 1,000. Then I think you just heat these together. We got way too much water. Not gonna sell. Last time I could tap so much was Tuvala gear. Really enjoying it. Hey, as long as you're having fun, that's what you should do, I think. That's the goal. More of the monsters I get don't drop herbs. Got a lot of low level herb seeds, but I need to do a lot more herb runs. Secondary materials for potions. Just go to the Edgeville Wilderness thing and just start doing chaos roots. They like double drop herbs. It's crazy. I don't know about secondaries, but if you need herbs, killing a couple of 1,000 chaos roots, it's pretty good. Need to farm. Slayer doesn't drop all the needed herbs. Unfortunate. We're gonna have to become professional farmers. This is really slow. I might have to do this like later. Sugar is not fast. Also, how many attempts are we at tribe 1? That's not good. We might not even get tried today. Toad flax doesn't get dropped. Is that why the toad flax seeds are so expensive? Kind of makes sense. 40 Guam and Mars seed. 3,000 Guam seed. Won't ever use them. That's so many. I gotta remember how to capture horses here. This button. Do I gotta like time you out every time you say anything, man? We gotta take a breath. All right, we gotta take a breath on that stuff. Toad Flax used for agility potions and Sarah brews. We gotta farm then. The riveting content begins. 12 mil. I don't know which is worse to do. Tom or horse catching. This game you guys talk about, RuneScape. Old school RuneScape. Do both at the same time for max pain? I literally can't. Horse catching is so active, I have to spam the spacebar. And Tom is also just active enough that I can't really do anything else. Never played. It's a good game, man. Definitely recommend. Do any AFK horse leveling? It seems nice to maybe several from Imperial horses. I've been AFK horse training for 7 months. We are Master 2. Catch horses at Porphyria, stables close by, 4 horse blue channel. I don't like Porphyria. I've tried it. I don't prefer it. There's 2 other spots I prefer over Porphyria. And then a 3rd spot I'll do if I'm desperate, because there's 8 horses at the 3rd spot. But I just don't like Porphyria. There's also 4 horses right here. So maximum tier you can get from wild horses. You could technically get a tier 7, but it's very, very rare. I've done easily 500 horses, and I've had 2 tier 7s. Very rare. Spamming spacebar. Over YouTube, glad I finally caught you live. Hello, Narlo. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Found your YouTube from Blue. That makes sense. Blue's reactions to my videos get far more views than my videos get. It's not even close. Kind of cool that he's enjoying them, though. I watch both, that's why I'm here, and give me your pain. This is it. This is our pain. We have to make 40 billion silver. Capturing horses. Brother. Just how it always goes to small creators, like Asmongold's reaction videos, for example. I don't actually watch Asmongold. I don't know what it is about him. I'm just not interested in his opinions, you know what I mean? I'm sure they're valid, and I'm sure he has like interesting opinions and stuff. I just don't care. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Nothing against him or anything, but I don't know. Just not for me. Gonna time him out, but that works. I've already timed him out. 10 minutes ago, I timed him out. So I figured if it's just going to be a continual problem, I'd rather not deal with it, you know? Oh, did I put on my... I didn't even put on my horse catch and light stones. The XP! Don't watch me there, but on I watch a video you react to, shows up in the recommended. I think the last video I saw of him was him reacting to a speed run of Dark Souls 3. That was basically the guy got under the map and ran through the whole map. I don't know. That was very loud. Okay. More money. We need 220 something mil, I think I said. 253 mil, we're good. We are golden. We can make a couple of tri-clicks. Use worse gear so you kill slower. Genius. Go get some bronze arrows or something. You got this. I think it was 72 for 2 clicks. Do I have the stones? I do not have the stones. Okay, let's heat some stones. Sharp. Those, I guess I'll just heat both stones. May as well. We've been fairly unlucky thus far, as making tries are concerned, so maybe it'll be generous. Maybe it'll help us out. Let's see. Let's see. It is a 26% chance. Surely it just goes. Easy game, right? We need 4 more crunts. My math wasn't math, and we need 4 more crunts. Now it goes, right? Because we had to back out and get crons. Now it'll go. Okay, that was 2 hours of grinding and a little bit of horse catching, so I guess we just go back to catching horses. Great. Why's your name red though? That's Anonymous Arsha. If you enter a safe zone on Anonymous Arsha, it turns your name red. It's a bug, I'm sure, but it's a bug that has been in the game for a very long time. So. Hope the Tormented Demons spoon me a synapse so I can make my new best assault range weapon. Good luck. You got this. Sick on that new math. Yeah. I slept 4 hours and that was a very long time ago math. How long do you usually AFK horse? Anytime I am not live streaming, I am AFK horse training usually. And we've been doing that. That has been the case for, I guess it's been almost 8 months now. Guess I'll never know what happened. My stream froze. Tragic. You weren't meant to see, as it turns out. This guy stole my crabs. I have had my crabs stolen from me. Right back, take your spot back. I'll just Alt C. We'll flag up. Didn't even want to fight me there, did you, horse? That's what I thought. I think it's like 116 mil per tri-click. So maybe we'll get one more tri-click today, I'm not sure. It's already 6:30, it's kind of late. Someone tries to crash me, I promise neither of us will get anything done. I just went to the pack of crabs immediately next to the one that I was already at, because for some reason he crashed my crabs even though the one next to me was open. Maybe he just has personal preference or something, I don't know. Bot took my spot on Sad Crab. I was playing the game and not AFK. Just get him to leave or bug that. Just kill all the crabs. Just attack all of them so that they can't hit anything else. That'd be funny. I mean, he's coming to max gear and ruining the spot for the both of us. That's fair. Just make it real annoying. I don't know if what food to get. If slash what. We shall see. Could go to the local Chinese place and get some horse. Be on theme. We can make this marginally more efficient. I just don't think I care enough to do. But if I drift sprint back to the stable keeper, it will be slightly faster. Don't mind not being efficient, but the people that crash tend to be bothered quite easily. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that so interesting? Horse? Yeah. They don't tell you that it's horse. But, you know, it's really a toss-up. It's either going to be dog, cat, or horse, but they'll tell you it's beef. Fad. Meant to call them FDA, but we call them fad instead. Crab dropped the easy clue. Rip. Now you gotta drop everything that you're doing. No more progress. Let me see how many are in my chat box. Oh wait, there's a lot of levels in my chat box. Which one is the clue scroll one? There's one. And then there's 60 freaking you logged in, talk to your clan chat things. And then I can still see the tackle box from the other day. Crazy. Picked it up, then dropped it. Got an hour of AFK. There you go. Until approximately 30 seconds from now when you get another one. And then you have to juggle them. Good luck. Scandal a couple years ago about a company in the Netherlands putting horse meat in their frozen lasagnas. It's supposed to be just beef. You never know with the US, man. Like the difference between like cat, for example, and beef is that cat is like it's got a lot of like tendons in it, so it's super like stringy. And you could definitely tell, if you know what to look for, you could definitely tell that it's not beef. And it just happens sometimes, you know? Why tell us that? I was gonna buy lasagna tomorrow. Yeah. Another 13 mil right there. 61 mil already. We're rich. So like you just make one yourself instead? That sounds like a lot of work. Making food? Couldn't be me, man. Couldn't be me. Make some chicken today. Make some other day. I have barely eaten today, and I really got to think about getting some food in. Gotta unequip our weapon. That's a little secret for you guys. If you unequip your weapon while you're doing this horse capturing thing, you'll actually get on your horse faster. Because your character won't want to go through the action of putting their weapon away. Because it won't have one. You'll just get on your horse faster. Little life hack. Like making soup. It's a definition of lazy cooking. Not anything today either, mainly because it's 2 in the morning. Yeah, that doesn't really count. I'm looking for food. We're peeking around. Seeing what looks good. Presumably nothing. I don't know if I want to like spend money. Everything's so expensive, man. Like, pizzas used to be 12 bucks, and now they're like $28, and nothing has changed. Wait, we caught all the horses on this channel? Crazy. Dosa. I haven't heard any Dosa players talk about Dosa in a long time. It's like it lasted a week and then nobody cares about Dosa anymore. It's really interesting. I'm not sure what happened to it, but maybe it's in an okay place. Fingers crossed, I guess. Got buffed too, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know. It was doing okay, like even before the movement changes to make it a little bit better. It was doing okay. I don't know. Remember the classic McDonald's hack where at the machine, if you ordered a hamburger, no burger, it gave you back more than the hamburger was worth? Huh. Nowadays, if you order a hamburger, no burger, they'll just put ketchup in a cup. There you go. They're not talking about it? Yeah. It's like, I think the first 4 days of Dosa release, that's all you heard about. And I've heard nothing since then. It's really weird. Through the movement changes and the buffs and everything, I just haven't heard about Dosa at all. You get the occasional, like, when's the awakening coming out? Stuff like that, but that's all you really hear nowadays. Kind of weird. Pizza is still pretty cheap, by the way. 12 euros at my local pizza place. The heck? The quote-unquote fast food version of pizzas is $28, and the local places are like $35 for a pizza. There's even a place that like doesn't cook the pizza, but they make it and then they give it to you so that you can cook the pizza, and even that is like 20 something dollars. And you still have to cook the friggin' thing. That was like 18 euro for a smaller pizza. Yeah, it's like 20, 28, I think, here. It's been a little bit since I looked at it, but it's just so expensive. I don't know who would pay that much.
Felix just followed.
Hey, Focus, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. You could have stayed on YouTube, by the way. It's all about like personal preference. I guess if you like Twitch better, then fair enough. However you want to do it. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Or view sure bumps you up the list. Yeah, but if you're not in like the top row, it doesn't have as big of an impact as you'd think. You gonna give up the goat here? No fight? Just how I like it, thank you. Looks just much better where I am. I don't think local where I am is good at all. I don't think we have like good selections. Are you not grinding Devos right now like every normal BDO player? We were grinding Devos yesterday, so I figured we'd take a break from Devos today. Need a little break from Ash Forest, you know what I mean? And if you think we're kidding, we're not. I was actually doing Ash Forest yesterday. It was interesting. We got some knowledge on some stuff. And have a plan. The 2019 player me does not want to go back to Crescents. I have been back to Crescents a couple times over the years because of the Ironman. It's real bad. Dekia, I mean, it looks kind of cool, but I don't know. It's just another spot. It's just another tower. Doing might be an overstatement. No. We were killing mobs and obtaining loot from the mobs. Are Crescents not the best way to get pen double for you now that they're out? No. Because to do Crescents, I need 700 plus gear score. But to do Ash Forest, I can go right now. We were doing Ash Forest yesterday, sort of. And I have a plan for getting a little bit more accuracy. And I think Ash Forest will be doable with relative efficiency at 550 gear score. Ash Forest is just by far the easiest Debo spot to grind, and it's not close. We'll just have to pick up some accuracy lightstones and then maybe get 265 bracket, and I think we're good. Be grinding there before you know it. It's like me saying I could do cock trades on the hardcore. I could do them. They just take 5 times the normal time. Yeah, but if you think about it, if you think about it, 5 times the normal time at Ash Forest, or we spend all the time it's going to take to get to 700 gear score to do it at the normal time. Which is faster? Because it's not apples to apples here. It's not like I could just throw on 700 gear score and do that versus where I am now. There's like a huge time investment to get to that point. And that all counts toward it as well. How's your trash an hour with that gear score? I don't know. Nothing, basically. At 550, it's probably going to be semi-doable. It will be slower than normal and slower than... What do people even average there now? Like 9K or something? It'll probably be like 3,500 or something if the average is 9K. Maybe less than that even. But is spending 3 or 4 times as long faster than getting all the way to like 700 gear score and then spending the normal time there? Because I think it is. I think we'll probably spend over a year just getting to like 289, 380. Or we can spend a month and a half getting 265 with some accuracy and just start grinding Ash Forest. A year and a half of grinding Ash Forest, albeit slower than normal, is probably going to net us pretty good. Buy from the central market and say our video recording of you getting the gear corrupted. The enhancement video corrupted. Yeah, that'd be funny. Now there's 2 clues. Uh-oh, what are you going to do now? Gonna juggle? You gonna drop the one and do the other one and come back? What's the average jump rate from Ash per hour? Roughly 1. I think it's a little bit under 1 now. Like 0.8 or 0.9 maybe. It's not that bad. So for us, it might be 4 hours per demo. But then we're cutting out 250 billion silver to get pens, pen armors. We're cutting out the entire grind for the 3 Fallen God pieces. We're cutting out the grind for 2 of the Black Stars to Tet. We're cutting out the grind for fail stacks. We're cutting out the grind for a Tet necklace. We're cutting out the grind for a Tet earring. We're cutting out the entire Kaffir grind all the way to C10. So we're cutting out, what is that, 30,000 Kaffirs. We're cutting out hundreds of hours of memory fragment grinds. You know what I mean? Like, that all adds up. So we're cutting out, what, 3,000 hours to grind Ash Forest slower than normal? Even if it takes an extra 1,000 hours, which, like, it's definitely not going to, then it's still worth it, man. This, of course, assumes that it's good enough at the gear plan that I have. But at the gear plan that I have, it'll be probably close to double the damage that I'm doing right now. So The question, is it fun to do? Our stint at Ash Forest yesterday was the most fun I've had on BDO in like 4 months. Because it's scary and we have to like dodge and there's some excitement there. It's gonna turn into a huge annoyance because I at no point will I have a chill grind. But for now it's fun. So if we just pump up to the extra 22% hit rates and the extra like monster AP and brackets and stuff, I think it'll be really good. We'll probably like 2 or 2.5 combo the mobs, and I'm totally fine with that. Then I'm guessing we'll probably cron up to try and then raw tap Tets and Pens. Something like that. It does kind of ruin the whole tag class thing though. Because I'm pretty sure Ranger's the only class that can like reasonably pull that off. Definitely can't do anything on DK, for example. But I guess we could like just shift up what we're doing. Maybe I'll do 2 hours Ash Forest and then the 3rd hour we'll go do something on the tag class that progresses the normal gear so that we're at least still working on it. So that over time we just get more and more gear for Ash Forest. Could be a way to like work in the tag thing still. What's the reason to Ash Forest so early? Because the goal is the Pen Debo. And the difference between doing it now and waiting till 700 gear score is getting more gear and then going to Ash Forest will take longer to get the Pen Debo than going to Ash Forest early. It's all for the sake of saving time. Getting to the goal. And I think it'll be more fun. Rather than doing basically exactly what we did before, except throwing away the majority of stuff. It'll be a nice switch up to like how we progress in the game. Watch all the YouTube videos, but it's still a little hard to watch you online. Is that because of like time and stuff, or? Yeah, I work full time, so, and then we edit all of our own stuff. Everything that you see content-wise from me, I do myself. So full-time job plus all of the editing and administrative stuff that goes into YouTube equals I stream in the exact window that I have available, and that's all I could do, you know what I mean? I'd rather be on a slightly different schedule and one that's more consistent and the same time and like every day basically, but it's just not possible right now. You're 12 to 14 hours a day as well? Yeah. YouTube is interesting because like it's fluid enough that you could just work whenever you have time to do it. So for me, that ends up being both before and after my normal job. So Monday through Wednesday, I'm working 18 hours a day, basically. It's just that some of that is YouTube and some of that is the actual for someone else job. And then Thursday, Friday, I don't do any YouTube stuff, but we do stream. And then Saturday, Sunday, we work and stream, so. $180, we can make another click. We can make another try click. Quickly. Back to the guy that sells them. We're basically capturing horses for 20 minutes to make one click to go back to capturing horses for 20 minutes. So it is 38 crowns. Don't believe we have a stone, so let's make one of those really quick. Okay. This will be it right here. We'll get the try very easily. Right here. We're 0 for 3. Let's get the try. Okay, okay. We get the last tech click before pity now. So let's heat another stone. If this fails, we only have to get back to try one more time, and then it's guaranteed to 10. If it doesn't fail, then we're good. We're set. What we'll do though is I'll go back to my gigantic 46 stack. 11.2%. The last click before we hit pity. Let's get it. We gotta capture more horses. I need more money. Easy pity? We don't... That means we're 0 for 12 on tech armor. We're also 0 for 30 on duo fallen god armor. Like, when does it end, you know? When does it end? We need 60 mil more, and then we can make another try click, I guess. Also, what's our durability looking like? 50? That's not that bad. Fun horse around, going to sleep. All right, Aaron, have a good night. We'll catch you later. Good luck at the Tormented Demons. You got this. Also, pity on Tep Blackstar twice and still no pen yet. And it like doesn't even make sense to enhance it right now either. That's so crazy. Unfortunate that you're getting unlucky. I don't know why I keep kicking. Romery, what an interesting name. Where's that horse at? There it is, okay. Level 9. 28 mil. Huge. We need, I guess like 20 mil. And we're set, so that's probably 2 horses, unless we get a juiced one. And that will probably be my last click of the day. I assume that I'll just sort of semi-AFK horse capture. And I'll just like autopath back and forth and capture horses as I'm like doing other things, because that's like our main moneymaker. And we're gonna need a lot of money to get the Black Star to tap. Like a lot of money. It's such a huge amount of money. I don't know if we'll be making a lot of money over the next couple of weeks doing this, but I'm gonna try. I'll try to spend some time doing it. We could always one-tap the try, though. It could happen. If we one-tap the try, we get tap eggs today. If we don't one-tap the try, we don't get tap eggs today. $12 mil. Wait, I have a ton of extra horses. Those are actually level 30s. We need to keep those. We do not have extra horses. Never mind. I was wrong. The last melon. This horse is also looking okay so far. Not insane, but okay. 14 skills. 3 courser skills left. How's the day going? The day's going pretty well. We are basically lined up for pity on our Tet Begs. We just have to get back to try, and then we'll get the free Tet. And the plan is changing up. I don't know if you caught the end of yesterday's stream, but we went out to Ash Forest and gave it a try. And I feel like we're way closer to that being doable than I ever anticipated. So we're changing up the plan a little bit to get some accuracy and to get to the 265 bracket, and then I think we'll just camp Ash Forest as long as it goes how I think it should. And we'll be 550 gear score going for Pendebo gamers. Because that just sounds like fun, to be honest. I'll just leave the gear up, and we'll just be at Ash Forest. So anytime anybody comes in, they'll see the gear, see that we have 550 gear score, and see that we're at Ash Forest. What's your plan for the pen fail stack on the Debo neck? I have a 150 stack, for which the average is 12.5 attempts. And there is no viable way for me to get a higher stack. So we will use a 150 stack, and I have 4 Valk's Cries, so we'll probably use a 154 stack. Realistically, I plan to hit pity, is kind of how that goes. The Tet stacks are going to be the hardest part, because I don't have a way to make those either. Trust an event soon, 200 fail stack reward. We need the events to keep giving us 100 stacks so that we can actually like keep making the Tets. That's what we really need. I have a 93 stack for... well, it's a 92 stack. We made this going for the bags, and that's going to be realistically our Tet Disto stack. Wait for events seal while grind Debo. Basically, yeah, because they keep giving out the 100 stacks while we're in the events and stuff. So hopefully we'll get a handful of those. I was thinking of 30k stack. I can't do 30k quests. I could do every single quest in the game on both my characters, and I would be nowhere near 30k. It is impossible for me to do the 30k quests. But as like a normal player, if you're trying to enhance your own Debo, it's not a bad route to go for your first one. You don't need that high of a stack to go for Debo. I don't think they're that valuable, but it's an option. We should have enough money for one more tri-click here. It is 38 crowns, I believe. We have exactly 6 million silver to our name now. So we're kind of a big deal. If I had 6 million IRL silvers, I would be a big deal. It's all about context. Okay, we have 1 stone. That's all we need. 1 stone, 1 click, 1 success. That's all we need. It's almost like I could see the future. Let's heat our stone together and get our free 10 bags. There it is. Tet bags. Huge. The accuracy will give us an extra 1% hit rate at Ash Forest. We're a big deal. 310 DP. And we can throw Caphras in our Tet bags to get more DP. And HP. There's C4. 314 DP. So once we get our disto, we will lose 6 DP. So we need more. We actually need to cap resist more so that we can be 309. because we'll be 308 with the disto right now, so we need one more DP. I don't know what capital level that is, but I don't know. Don't need to worry about it right now, I suppose. Okay, next on the docket is the main hand Black Star. Got to get that to Tet. That's going to cost a lot of money. Hitting pity on that is 40 billion silver. And if there's anything I'm sure of, it's that we hit pity more than normal. So that is the current plan, is to hit pity on a Tri Black Star. I'm probably going to use a pretty juicy stack for this, probably one of these 120s. And then get that to Tet. We'll go get a Tet disto. Then we'll camp Kertuga to get our accessory or our accuracy lightstones and artifacts. And hopefully get a tri-latent while we're in there. And then that'll put us at 265 AP and an 84% hit rate at Ash Forest, I believe. So we'll be reasonably within the realm of grinding Ash Forest at that point. And that'll probably become like a staple. We'll do a couple hours Ash Forest a day and then go off and continue working on our normal gear for maybe an hour a day or something. Huge. Ash Forest arc soon? Yes. Very well. Hope probably not that soon. We're probably looking at like 2 months still to actually get the friggin' thing to Tet and get the disto and then get the tri latent, and actually the artifacts I think are going to be the hardest part. But outside of all of that, if you don't count any of that, yes, Ash Forest arc very soon. Sooner than we all thought, that's for sure. I think everyone was assuming that I'd be like 301, 401 before we touched Ash Forest. But I don't see any reason to do that. It seems like a waste of time. We can already kill him, so if I had double damage or close to double damage, I don't think we'd have any trouble. I'm pretty sure, let me double check that enhancing simulator. Oh, that's our gear actually. This is the plan, in fact. Try Ogre, Tet main hand, Tet disto to get to 265. This is C4 right now, so it'll be 308. Why does it think 308 is the bracket? It's definitely 309 that's the bracket, right? Don't know. Somewhere in there. And then we'll go get the ranged accuracy light stones. And we will get the marked set. Let's just get 4 marks. That'll give us enough accuracy to have a pretty good hit rate. And that is with just 2 precision crystals, 2 crit crystals. The rest of the crystal set will be empty so that it's easily replaceable. Or I'll just throw garbage in there so that hopefully when we die it doesn't break an important one. And that is with virtually no journals done. Is it going to delete my... It completely deleted my setup. Great. Well, I don't feel like doing that right now. When you finish your Lakido main quest? At some point. The real difference is like 1 AP and 1 accuracy for that. But it's not very long. It's pretty easy to do, so we'll just knock it out at some point. Maybe like off stream or something, I'll just auto path my way through it. I don't know. Hard to say. However, I must unfortunately call it there for today. We will be back on Thursday with more Atanus grinding. We are getting really close to finishing the HP potion. I have 61 Atanus, and we have 18 of the Tranquil Tinoliums. I can never say that word. So, we need 21 more, I suppose. 5 of those will come from the weekly on Thursday, and then we'll try to knock out the rest over the few days there. And then we will hard commit our main hand Blackstart attack. It's going to involve a lot of capturing horses and occasional clicks, I suppose. But really appreciate you guys being here. All falls today as well. And we will be back on Thursday.